The honeymoon is over. I know, sad, sad day when you gotta mark the end of your beautiful wedding and honeymoon season. You have to leave paradise in Hawaii to come back to winter in San Diego. Rough life. I know you feel for me, but here's what happened in Hawaii. I stepped on the scale and I realized I'm at the heaviest weight of my life. So now it's time to get back to work. Today is exactly 1 month from the day we got married. And just looking back, it was such a beautiful time in our life. The planning process, which was 2.5 years to plan for our wedding, and it actually came out to be better than we could have imagined. Our friends, our family showed up. So much planning went into it. And I'm actually here back at the Gaylord Pacific getting my steps in, filming this video and just reflecting. However, with all that being said, a ton of stress and a ton of responsibility came with pulling off the wedding that we did and celebrating with our friends and family. Because of that, I neglected everything. I put my fitness on the back burner. I put my job on the back burner. I put my business, I don't know if I already said that, but everything was put on the back burner so that I could prioritize all of the deliverables for my wedding, all of the guest lists, all of the little details that goes into making the wedding of your dreams. So that's exactly what I did. Put everything on the back burner, and because of it, I neglected the gym for over 2 months. It's December 15th, and I have not been to the gym since October. Wild. First time in my life I ever did that. And as a result, I'm standing here today, the heaviest I have ever been in my life, 244 pounds. Wild. I know, my face don't show it. Luckily, or unluckily, I don't show it in my face. I say unlucky because if you show the results of you gaining weight, sometimes you want to make a change a little bit faster. But me, I neglected it because I could. So now, sitting at 244, it's time to make a change. 244 pounds. Wild. I would never imagine I would see this day where I step on the scale and I see that number. But it happened. And I know some people may be watching and thinking, I would never imagine Jeremy being so out of shape. He's a fitness coach. He takes care of his business. He handles his priorities. All the above. He was a former athlete. It's hard to imagine, even for myself, to allow myself to drift to this point. But here's where we are. And 244 is significant because it's been 5 years since I hit the stage. And every single time I hit the stage, I'm either 180 to 185 pounds. So you're looking at a 60-pound plus gain over the past 5 years, and really honed into this last quarter of 2025 where I was really neglecting everything for the gym. I decided I needed to make a change. And that change came with hiring a coach. And I've said it before in my content, but coaches need coaches too. And the reason is because yes, you can know everything. Yes, you can know all the nutrition, all the protocols for fitness. However, holding yourself to that standard sometimes becomes difficult. And for me, holding myself to that standard wasn't important, and I became complacent. The complacency drove me to this point where I'm at right now. So what I did, hired a coach, and my new coach, he specializes in coaching coaches to walk the walk, because when you're not walking the walk and you're not leading by example, everything falls off, and you cannot lead with integrity. You cannot coach people with integrity. I tell you to stick to your plan on weekends, and it's been 2 months since I've been to the gym. So you're not in alignment with what you're preaching. Today is day 1 of starting my program. I've been logging all my macros. I'm here getting my steps in, and I'm extremely excited to dive into this journey. I'm gonna take you guys on this journey with me from fat to fit. Stepping back on stage is the goal. But tonight we hit the gym, so I will see you there. First workout in a little over 2 months. We here on my lunch break, on my night shift job. About to go get this workout in. Let's get it. I don't remember the last time I was this excited to get a workout in, but starting a new program, I'm fired up because I know what the results will be. If I stick to it, if I lock in, it's a must now. So it's about to be a great upper body workout day. So the reason I am super fired up to get this workout in is because it actually has been 49 days since my last workout. Typically during my lunch break on my night shift job, I would either be taking care of action items for the wedding or just wasting time scrolling, watching YouTube, because I would chalk it up to the stress, too tired, and had a negative mindset of like, okay, we're 6 weeks out from the wedding, what's the point? Which obviously is the wrong mindset, but I'm human too, and that's what happened. So with 49 days of not working out, I'm ready to get it going, ready to make a change, ready to get results, because You just feel better when you're locked in and getting results in your physique, in your business, in your life. Everything gets better. So let's get this workout. I'm mic'd up. I mic'd up for this workout because I wanted to document my first workout back in 49 days. I wanted to see how weak I am, if I cramp up, and just really see where my starting point is, because I want to look back months from now and see, wow, I made this much progress. Because you can make so much progress if you're consistent, if you're intentional about what you're doing. And not only for me, but for my clients, anyone who follows me, friends, family, you can see what's possible. Because when I told a few people that, hey, I'm the heaviest I've ever been in my life, they don't really believe it. Because like I said earlier, my frame, how I hold the weight, it doesn't look like I'm sitting at 244, but that was the reality of the situation. So finishing up this warm up, then we're gonna get into this upper body day. And I just warmed up with the bar and that was heavy. Let's get it. Feeling a little bloated from the food because I'm not used to that much volume, and also my digestive system has taken a hit with my horrible diet over the past 3 months. Whew. 25's never felt so heavy. Let's get it. Incline dumbbell bench press. I'm starting a whole new protocol. So with this new protocol, the workout's going a little bit slower, and that's all right because I need it, need the rest, but really taking my time to look at the videos of the workouts and make sure that I'm giving my execution of each exercise its full devotion. So here we go. A 2-minute break between each exercise. I'm not training for cardio, training for hypertrophy. So because of that, giving your cardiovascular system enough time to rest is crucial, because you don't want your cardio or your lack of cardio to be the limiting factor. You want your muscle fatigue to be the limiting factor. And then that way we can force the muscle to grow. Dumbbell rows. Just hit dumbbell rows. For this workout, we're focusing on time under tension, really going slow through the reps, going very slow on the negative of the exercise. Training like this is designed for hypertrophy, for muscle growth. The good thing about it is you limit your chance of injury, especially for me, right? Out of shape, I haven't trained in as long as I haven't trained. Really focusing on not getting injured is huge so that you can continue to progress and continue to be consistent with your gym workouts, because that long-term consistency is what's going to get you the results you're looking for. But I felt my chest cramping up on those dumbbell incline press, felt my back. I'm using lightweight for me just because it's my first workout back, but we're going to pump up the volume as the weeks go on. But I'm out of breath with lightweight. It's just really motivating for me to see what's going to come from this. Just realized this is my first time working out with my ring. It's a little bit weird, right? And I didn't even think about scratching my ring. Definitely got to get one of those silicone rings. This ring ain't going to stop me. Let's get it. Really documenting the process, going slow, just showing how fat your boy is, how out of shape, because it's kind of unbelievable to me. But at the same time, this is what I don't know, I'm rambling, I'm tired. This workout, even though I'm going super slow and I'm using lighter weight than normal, got me out of breath, got me sweating, simply challenging me. But this is what happens when you miss the gym for months. And you know, my last workout, like I said, was 49 days ago. But before that, I was only working out once or twice a week, max. Doing the bare minimum, kind of just trying to check the box. But if you do that, you'll kind of just maintain, and more times than not, you'll just get worse. And that's what happened to me. Got worse, and then once the stress level got so high from the wedding, from all the planning, from rebranding my business, the gym was the first thing to go. And so I neglected the gym, and that's what led me to be, you know, at this point. In neglecting the gym, my health declined. In the next video, I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about that health decline. This first video is just to get back into it. Business declined, clients fell off, but you can only expect out of your clients what you're willing to do and what you lead by example, what you show them. That all makes sense, and nothing is by mistake. That's the biggest lesson this season has taught me. Don't get me wrong, this is once in a lifetime amazing season that I have enjoyed, but this other aspect of my life needs to get caught back up. Lateral raises going crazy. Feeling little cracks, little tweaks in my shoulders, some popping. Your boy is not in his 20s anymore. So I'm feeling that, especially when you neglect your body, you're gonna feel all of these aches and pains, but it doesn't have to be like that. If you stay consistent, you stay on it, you don't have to feel all the pain that you may feel in your 30s, 40s due to negligence on your body. So stay on it, do as I say, not as I do. Wrapping up the workout, we got 2 exercises left, hitting these lateral raises, and then going on to calves. So last upper body workout. Oof. That's a wrap. Day 1 workout in the books. So I got my yogurt and my shrimp still to eat. It is 10:21. Got to do a little bit more work when I go back into the office, but successful first day. Really just wanted to get back in the swing of things and be 10 out of 10 on my protocols. So hit my water, hit my cardio with steps, 8,000 steps for the day, hit my workout, recorded my training so that my coach can evaluate it. Going to dive more into that in the next video. But yes, I hired a coach, and like I said, going to dive more into it, give you some more details on that in the next video. But appreciate you for watching this upper body day. We got back into it. I didn't cramp, I almost cramped, but got back into it. Here's the breakdown of what we ran through today. We got our leg press as the finisher, inputting the data for that right now. Whatever gets measured gets monitored, and whatever gets monitored can be improved. And we are going to say that was a somewhat hard workout. Could have been a lot harder, could have pushed, harder with the weight, but didn't want to. The goal was to get back into the swing of things. Started out with barbell row, then went on to incline dumbbell bench. That's where I almost cramped up in my chest. Moved on to single arm supported dumbbell row. Good stretch in the back. All the exercise really focusing on that deep stretch, controlling the negative, and really focusing on time under tension because the goal is muscle growth. Went on from there to barbell bicep curl. And fun fact, you see like my arms are decent size. For many years, did not train my arms because they were so big, but that was a mistake. I needed to train my arms in order to get the cuts to make them look more defined. So implementing that bicep training back in, we then went on to lateral raises, getting all the pops and all the aches and pains from my shoulders, and finish it out strong with leg press. But appreciate you for watching. We're going to document this journey, and it's going to be a great one. See you on the next one.